So it is still pretty dark at 7 o'clock, but let's check here and see if, yeah. So, I mean, it did come with the sugar beet thing on sale. Unfortunately, even that on sale is way too much. So, there's that. And I do like this one. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this is the one that goes into a box, and I love it. But that is definitely not what we're working towards. So there's nothing on the sale that we're looking for. Let's see, I'm pretty sure we can see the snow now, and it's for a very long time. There are some cultivating contracts that we could do. And I was thinking maybe we get stuff to be able to do the wood contracts. But I think we have a chance to maybe get 28 done before we can't really do any more field work. Yeah. But after that, I'm pretty sure we can get into wood transport for under 20,000. And that it would just be, 1,000 more to get into Deadwood and still have wood transport in both of them. It would be awkward because we would be, where are we going? 28. Sometimes it's hard to see the flashing circle. And by sometimes, I mean it's very hard to see the flashing circle. But yeah, it'd be somewhat awkward because we won't be going with a crane. We do have the arms for our Fendt vehicle, Fendt tractor. We can get a log fork and a weight, and that's like 4,000 there, maybe 5,000. Then we can get a wood trailer. I'm not sure how that will be because I don't know how high we can lift everything with just arms. Okay, I think if we go this way, we can turn left and come out at the silo sell point thing. Which means we probably could have just stayed on the main road until after 51 and come down to this. I think there's a four-way right here. Oh, it's a three-way, because that's, yeah. So it probably would have been better to stay on the main road and come down to that three-way, but it'll work. And beautiful sunrise over there. And we can really hope that we can get this done. it did take us almost an hour to, well, I guess we looked at a bunch of stuff. So if we were to go and try to get into the log fork for 3,000, then there's a weight specifically for that fent for 1,200. I don't know if you can make it be bigger. No, but I mean that should be enough. That's picking up logs. And then we would need somewhere to put them. Which, without the crane, get 15 or 18,000. The major difference actually is this crane. This crane is cheaper, so the thing with the crane is cheaper on the other one, but the initial cost would be cheaper on that. And that would be wood transport missions, and then just getting a chainsaw would also open up dead wood with the additional. I think if we bought all that stuff, it would only take 3 or 4 wood transport missions to make our money back. And the fence goes at a decent enough speed that it would be fine. Would probably have to pay for better tires too, because that has narrows on it. But that is the only way we'll be able to make money in the winter once the snow is on the ground. Well, we can now see the snow in the HUD for the forecast, and we've gotten not quite the third of the way through. This is the last inside row that comes all the way to that side of the field, so there's that. Okay, we have made it more than halfway on the contract. There's still plenty more inside rows, but they are getting shorter and shorter every pass. Okay, just 2 more inside rows. No. And now we can do the headlands. Okay, just 1 more headland to go. We will definitely, well, we should definitely be able to finish this before the snow. Not that it would have been a big deal to finish it while the snow was there. Not like the ground would instantly freeze. There's still a few trees with some color, but most of them are looking very bare. Okay, we have finished cultivating this field with like 2 hours to spare before the snow starts. It sounded weird when I started saying that. But let's get this back home and then we can get the vent and head to the store. There's technically some things at the store already, but those aren't really important to transport yet. Okay, let's park this here. And then we can get stuck on the cultivator. Sure, that won't leave a mark. Okay, we're going to want to put down the pieces. Leave that there. That there. And then the arms are over here. Not really them in the best position to be picked up. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I used super strength to move them out of the shed. Which would make sense. I don't know if I can really... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get under them that way. Let's... at least move them to be at an angle. They're not the easiest to get under anyway. But there we go. And we can leave the pallet forks here. So we're going to be getting a log fork. And head over to the store. Oh, we didn't get our money for the contract. Let's get that. Now we can head over to the store. So, we want... I'm actually just wondering, is this one of the ones that you can stick out a piece, or are you supposed to carry this like this? Okay, it folds. I just wanted to make sure that there was some way of... I didn't know if it folded, although now that I see that, I do kind of remember seeing a spot where it looked like it would fold. But I wasn't sure if it was the kind that you unfolded it and then you could carry it sideways. But anyway, what we're actually here for is, well, we'll check to see if anything came out, but nope. So we want, well, we want one of these. Now, there's this one, which is, once we take the crane off, is 3,000 cheaper than this one without the crane. But to add the crane on later will be cheaper on this one. And overall, it would be cheaper. So I think we're going to go with this one. And then we need, oh, while we're down here, the weights are down here too, right? Yeah, there it is. So we do have this that's made for this tractor. And we need front loader tools. I think that's all we need to get into. Into the log. Well, we have to change our tires too, because, yeah, narrow tires probably are not the best choice to do anything in forestry. Let's see about putting this weight on. Oh, because oh, that's interesting. Okay, I want to also see how it looks in the back. I just wanted to. Because we would want it in the back while we're picking up wood. It's about to start snowing. Okay, now, okay, it does have the same range of motion. No, it's just the kind of weight where we can also hook a trailer to it. Yeah. Okay, no. Well. And then just change out the tires. I guess we can repair it for $265. And then change out the tires. For those. 5,000 for that, but nope, that's not what I meant. Okay, we can actually just leave this up here because we're done for the day. But does this have another hitch on it? I don't know if that's enough that maybe I can pull the water tanker behind it. I don't know if I'm actually even going to need the water tanker because that's for if we're doing rice. We have no other reason to need water at the moment. Well, even that we don't have a reason to need it at the moment, but yeah, I think if it did it, that would have been where it would be. I can try doing that to lower it a bit, but I think that's Yep, that was as low as that was going to get, so it cannot get the water tanker on it. And I wasn't sure if that would be the right hookup anyway. It doesn't. And that doesn't look like it has a hookup for it, so yep. Seeing how we can't bring the water tanker home with it, we can just leave this here for next time.